We are getting older, and you know it. Yeah. Think about this. How long have you known Klaus, Christian, Joris? Long time ago, isn't it? Or this question that many people ask, which version of FileMaker did you start with? Or I start with version number 2 or number 4. So yeah, we are getting older. 18. Well done. Look at this. That's me in 1980.
That's so good.
Cute, isn't it? Yeah, and now that's me in 2022. Now try to find 7 differences about one image and the other one. So anyway, by the way, my name is Javier Dura. I'm from Valencia, Spain, which is a lovely city in the east. I'm a FileMaker consultant and trainer in my company, which is called After Data. I'm certified in version 11, and I run a website called FileMakerMagazine.es, where I publish video tutorials about the Claris platform in Spanish. Everything is in Spanish. I upload a new video every 10 days. Yeah, there's a lot of work. I've been a speaker at DECON in 2018 in Dallas, Texas. Also in .fmp in 2015, and this summer I was a speaker in Our Enter Live in the last edition. I speak wherever they let me do it because I like to speak. So, what are the consequences of getting older? I will mention 2 of them. Maybe you already know this. First one is that you don't remember if you have done the things that you are supposed to do. Did I send this email? Did I modify that script? Probably you don't remember, but it's okay. So, second consequences. As you are a senior developer, you are too busy. And you don't have time to do everything because your peers interrupt you the whole day. Excuse me, could you please check this? Could you please review my script? And it happens. So, in this session, I'll try to explain how can I be more productive being a FileMaker developer. And how can we accomplish this with a few effort and a few money? So this session is about productivity. We will focus in 4 different areas. First one, declutter. Second, procedure. Third, delegate. And 4, automate. And that's where Claris Connect comes into place. Declutter. Stop doing the stuff that is delivering the least result. I love the word declutter. It means to remove things you don't need from a place in order to make it more pleasant and more useful. That's a Wikipedia definition, but I like to say that when you declutter something, you are leaving room, you are leaving space for other more valuable things. Let's focus on 2 different things. Let's declutter social media, because we spend a lot of time in social media. And probably is something that we don't realize that we are spending this time. So my suggestion should be to remove from your devices social media apps that are taking you a lot of time. Or maybe if you don't want to delete the app, you can log out. Question is to add some friction to your exposure to the social media apps. Because if you have to type your username and your password, probably you will think twice before going to these apps, because these apps, they want your time. They want you to spend there a lot of time. There's a very nice setting in your iPhone called screen time. If you check this, you will realize that you spend 3 hours and a half in Safari, email, or whatever. If there's any social media app out there, think about this. Probably you should remove this. Option 2, customers. I will tell you something that probably you don't know. You can fire your customers. Yeah, if you are the boss, you can fire employees. But even if you are a soloist, you can fire your customers. There's a principle called the Pareto principles that if we move to the corporate world, say that 80% of our incomes come from 20% of our customers. So if we get rid of bad customers, we can make more space and we will have more time for good customers. I will give you 5 or 10 seconds to think in one of your customers that you will be more than happy to get rid of and to say goodbye, God bless. 1, 2, 3. Okay, could you please raise your hand if you have one of those customers in your mind? Yeah. So it's time to fire them. We don't need you. You are taking all my time, and I don't have enough money. I mean, if you are a soloist, you don't have customers, probably you have to work with them. But think about this, because it's a completely change of your mindset. Second, procedure. Create a written procedure for anything you do more than once. I try to explain this with my personal experience. As I mentioned before, I record a video every 10 days. So I have 3 checklists. This is my checklist for video recording. Turn lights on, I mute the microphone, mute the iPhone, clean computer desktop, clean data viewer, check my dress, and change the screen wallpaper. Then once I do this thing with OBS, and then everything is prepared, so I have to edit the video. Moving files to the external SSD disk, create new project in my software, copy and paste, into media, arrange clips, blah, 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 edit audio, export, and watch. Really, really important. I have to watch every second of my videos. And finally, I upload the video to my platform. I fill the tags, thumbnails, cards. I send a tweet, and I publish it in Facebook. Why do I have this procedure? Especially because I feel more comfortable with this list. Because if I don't check this list, probably it happened to me once that my microphone was off, so I had to repeat the whole recording. So start making a procedure. Third question, delegate. This is really important. Bring in one or more contractors to run your procedure for you. I try to do it, to explain this with another sentence. The boss should not clean the bathroom. Why? Think about what is your genius zone. What do you like to do? Because you are more productive in those subjects you like the most. And probably it's easy to hire something to do any other tasks that you are not good at. Well, this is an example that can work. It doesn't mean that the boss is something that don't want to do some manual tasks. No, it's that you should focus in your expert area and do that task that you are more productive, and you will feel more comfortable. Example, this was my website last year. I did it with HTML. Why? Because, well, no, we are developers, of course. We are using HTML, I write coding, blah, 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 black screen, white text. And then I realized that every time I have to change the date of my courses, because I'm FileMaker trainer, I offer regular courses, just to change the dates of the course, I have to download the index file from the website, change it by hand, upload again via FTP. It's time consuming. So I say, it's time to delegate, and I move to Squarespace. By the way, this is not sponsored by Squarespace in any manner, but it works for me. So now, every time I have to change my dates, I log into Squarespace, just change the dates, change the hour, price remain the same or less, and that's it. So that's a way to get more time to do any other things. Automate. Migrating for outsourcing to people to outsourcing to tools. Now that is where I think in Claris Connect. So I want to focus my attention in those things that are really important. So with a little help from Claris Connect, I can do many more things in my life. Let's talk about a little bit about Claris Connect. Let's go back to 2019, DevCon in Orlando, Florida, last in-person event. Remember? What a nice memories. When we arrived there, we saw different signs, but no FileMaker logo anywhere. We say, oh, this is strange. And then after the opening session, boom, everything was Claris, everything was with the new Pac-Man logo for Claris. And in the opening session, this guy was introduced by Brad Freitag, and is Giuliano Jacobelli. He was wearing a well-ironed white shirt, Italian, amazing. And he was the owner of Steinplay, a company that was bought by Claris. And this company has a product that was renamed like Claris Connect. This is an old image from internet. It's obviously no more in Steinplay, but it says something that for me is really important. Software engineer who get things done. Period. Amazing. That's amazing for me because he starts something and he's done. He does not start something and maybe I will finish it next week or so. Obviously, if he's working with a product like Claris Connect, he's supposed to get things done in a very easy way. So Claris Connect was highly promising, but they offer some connectors to many different web services, Asana, Box, Stripe, MailChimp, blah, blah, blah. It was really promising, but at the end of the day, or maybe better, 2 or 3 years later, there are not as many connectors as we want. So I really love the product, but I think that it needs more attention from Claris, more connectors. And what about sales? As per information I have from Spain, they are not as good as they expected. Now it's a product that is bundled with Claris Studio, which is good. So, what Claris Connect can do for me as a FileMaker developer? Because the big advantage of Claris Connect is that we can connect to FileMaker server very easy. There are some tools Zapier and so on that can make the same thing, but they are not directly connected to FileMaker server. Okay, so let's do a short demo. This is it. This is here. Display settings. We were okay. Perfect. This is Claris Connect. Let's zoom here. Okay. So I have created 3 different flows that I use and that will help me in my work. And I created a FileMaker file to test this. Okay, first one. Is my server running? If you know that people don't talk at all, obviously. So if my FileMaker server has a problem, maybe I can make some kind of things to send an email to me from the server. But if the server is down, if it runs out of power, there's nothing I can do. So maybe someone from outside the server can check if it's running. And it's really easy to do. This is the flow I've got created. It's called Alive and Kicking, Simple Minds. And it has only 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps. What it does, let's go here, check this out. Alive and Kicking. Every hour, I try to run a FileMaker script in some database. And if I get an error, I send an email to me. So the FileMaker script I'm running is called Alive and Kicking. Here it is. Let's zoom this a little bit. The only thing it does is exit a script. But I don't mind. The only thing I need is to know if it's running. So let's check this out. Here, this is off. Now it's on. If I run the flow now, I click run now, pending, we wait a few seconds, and then success, hopefully. Here you are. But if I change the name of this script, Alive and Kicking 2, save, and I run again, run now, it will get an error and it will send an email to me. Kicking, here it is. If it gets an error, it sends an email to me. So let's check if I have received this email. Mail, here we are, refresh, here it is. Houston, we have a problem with your FileMaker server. There's something wrong with your server. Check it out as soon as possible. Yours, Mr. Claris Connect. This is an HTML email. So you can configure out different to send images or anyway or whatever. Well, we are developers, we don't need junk there, but it's easily, you can change whatever you want. Okay, so now I know that my server is up or down. Let's move forward. Let's turn this off. Okay. Second one, send a tweet. We are sending tweets the whole day, but we want to spend many time in Twitter, because you know that if you open Twitter in your website or in your iPhone, there's always some funny cats doing strange things. They want you to be there. You are supposed to be working. So in this file, what I'm doing is just connecting to Claris Connect to send a tweet, and let's do it. This is a text field, no calculations, and I click here, send a tweet via @Javier Dura, which is me. The tweet has been sent. Close. And if we open Twitter, this is my profile. Here it is. This tweet has been sent from FileMaker Pro, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I mean, we all can send tweets from any other devices, but we stay focused here. And we also can automate the creation of the tweet. Don't have to write it down every time. So let's see, how can we do this in Claris Connect? There, Claris Connect, send a tweet. Really, really easy. We connect Claris Connect with FileMaker Pro, and then we send the tweet. The only thing I have to take care is this information that I am taking from here. Really, really easy. Third one. Well, let's check the script before. Twitter, send tweet. You have access to this file with all the documentation from the event. I create a variable called JSON. JSON set element, action, script, JSON string, and my text. And here I include the name of my field. It's just a text field. That's it. Then I set a variable that I take from Claris Connect. It's a long URL. And finally, insert from URL using obviously this variable. So just 1, 2, 3 steps, and we are done. At the end, I set field. In my field is sent, just to make sure that this tweet has been sent. Really easy. Last one. Zoom meeting. I use Zoom for my FileMaker courses and for my customers. If customers call me, I need your time for a couple of minutes because I have a script that's not running as expected. Okay, let's meet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I don't want to go into Zoom to create this. Let me open Zoom here. To create this event. So I can do it using FileMaker Pro and Claris Connect. Okay, so let's create a new Zoom meeting with Mr. Michael Knight. So let's talk about your car. You are getting older, yes. And you know it. And you know it, man. Okay, today, start time. This is important that you use hour, times, and minutes. Let's say at 18:00:00, duration 30 minutes. No, okay. The information I'm sending to Claris Connect at the end is using the Zoom API. So data about the timestamp should be sent in a specific way. So I write down here the link so you have all the information to check this out. So let's create our new meeting. Create new meeting. Your invitation has been sent. Cool. So if we open Zoom, here it is. Here it is. The meeting with Mr. Michael Knight, 6 p.m. to 6:30, and that's it. But which is cool about this technique is that Michael, we have a new email because if I check my email here, let me see, where is it? Here we are. Okay, Claris Connect, web email support. Details of your Zoom meeting. Hi, Michael Knight, you are invited to a Zoom meeting. Details are as follows. Let's talk about your card, date, blah, 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 and the link to access this meeting. Let's go back to Claris Connect to show this flow. This one, Zoom new meeting. We trigger the script, and then we create a new meeting, taking all the data that has come in the first step. Email, meeting, start time, duration. We can add some additional data, blah, 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 blah. And at the end, we send an email using my regular email account. That's where I create the message. As I mentioned before, I'm using an HTML message just to make sure that this information is bold or, I don't know, more than a simple text message. So let's go back here to check the script. As you have access to this file, the flow is available in this popover. This one and the other one is here. Scripts, script versus space, Zoom, create meeting. It's more or less the same than the other one. We have to create a variable JSON data with all the information we need. I'm using global fields because it's something that I don't need anymore. Time start, time end, duration, blah, 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 blah. We insert from URL and boom, that's it. Really simple, really easy, and it's saving me a lot of time dealing with customers and dealing with meetings and some boring stuff. So let's go back to our presentation. Preferences, system preferences, mirror, stop mirroring. Okay. Summarizing. If you want to be more productive, declutter, make procedures, delegate, automate, and what is really, really important, invest in your system. I love this sentence. Work on your business, not only in the business. What's the difference? I'm not English and Spanish, but if you work in the business is when you are making work for a client. You do it once and that's it. But work on your business means to review your website, your procedures, your customers, etc. Maybe we spend too much time working for customers and not working on our business. And we pretend and we try to be a bigger company, making more clients because it's supposed more money, but sometimes we have to stop. I took this picture from Twitter. This is the source. Don't focus on these goals, focus on these systems. You can check some websites from other companies, FileMaker companies. Sometimes they have really, really old data, old information. So make sure that you focus on your systems to get better goals. So I hope you enjoy my session, and maybe next time you do a task twice, you will find a way to do it more quickly and more efficiently. Thank you.